पैसों को लेकर सीक्रेसी क्यों रहती है?
Some people believe कि if I talk about how much I make तो नजर लग जाएगी. अंबानी को तो नजर नहीं लगती.
How can we attract more money?
People's focus is always on saving. Savings cannot make you that rich as you think they can. I'll tell you 1% spooky part. चलेगा? We have something called as money temperature. The right money temperature is someone who can keep growing income while being happy no matter how much he has. Money doesn't give you anything. It just reveals who you truly are. If I have to give like one belief to people to make more money in life, 3-letter words called MSI. Multiple sources. Tell me one millionaire or billionaire who has one source of income.
But we have limited time, right? दिन में आप 12 घंटे या 14 घंटे या 15 घंटे मैक्स काम कर सकते हो.
Mark Zuckerberg दिन का कितना काम करता होगा? Let's say he works as much as you, but does he make as much as you?
Definitely a lot more than me.
Time has nothing to do with money. पहले अपनी belief system change करो.
Can you? I feel like it's so difficult.
बिल्कुल नहीं मुश्किल होता है, बहुत आसान है.
People don't make money because they are arrogant. They are selfish. Poor people are arrogant. Poor people are selfish. So rich mindset requires wealthy mindset, not money mindset.
बहुत लोग हमेशा से बोलते हैं जितनी चादर हो बस उतना ही पैर फैलाओ. And शाहरुख खान once said कि ये बकवास है.
I love Shahrukh for that. To increase your income, raise your standards. बड़े सपने देखोगे नहीं तो बड़े बनोगे कैसे?
एक salaried person है, उसे अपनी salary अब 3 times बढ़ानी. उसे क्या activity या क्या practices करनी होंगी?
So first part is,
Let's be honest. हम सभी को पैसा चाहिए अपने सपनों को सच बनाने के लिए. Be it a luxurious home, a supercar, or a wonderful holiday with our family. Money is the center of so many of our life choices. So I was curious to know, can belief and intention actually change our financial reality? तो चलिए मिलते हैं इंदु और मितेश से और जानते हैं how not only to attract money, but how to create wealth just by changing your belief system. Let's go. Indu, Mitesh, welcome back to Curly Tales.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Well, you all are looking healthy and wealthy. The size of your solitaires is increasing, Indu. सबसे पहले तो why is all of India or the world? I want to know from you. इतना पैसों को लेकर secrecy क्यों रहती है?
probably people don't talk about money because of one thing that in manifestation we talk about belief system.
Yeah.
What beliefs do people have about money? So do we have limiting beliefs or do we have empowering beliefs? Right? So for an example, the moment I said you've got beautiful rings, you said I want more.
Yeah.
I want bigger ones.
Yeah.
I don't know how much your husband likes hearing that. But if you're saying you want bigger ones, then
Yeah.
you've got a belief that you want more. And that helps you grow because it's an empowering belief. So it gives you more power. But a limiting belief would be, नहीं बड़ी मेहनत से कमाया, जितना है उतना काफी है.
ये भी बहुत लोग बोलते हैं, मेरे डैड बोलते हैं.
जितनी चादर है उतना पैर फैलाओ.
अगर किसी के limiting beliefs है, depending on family background, depending on their personal lifestyle, then they will always want to hide money. So some
Right.
people believe कि if I talk about how much I make, तो नजर लग जाएगी. But I always like to say that अंबानी को तो नजर नहीं लगती. All these big companies, they talk about their numbers on, and they have to publish them, right?
Right.
तो उनको नजर लगती है कि उनका ग्रो होता है. Actually, if you think the more they publish,
Yeah.
and if they did well in the last quarter,
Yeah.
their stock value goes up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's all about beliefs.
हम पैसों के बारे में कैसा सोचते हैं has a lot to do with how we've grown up and the families that we've been born into.
Absolutely.
Right?
True.
कि पेरेंट्स पैसों को किस तरह से देखते हैं उस हिसाब से हमारा भी थॉट प्रोसेस हो जाता है.
Agree.
So my father has had a very humble beginning. My father actually started off as an auto rickshaw driver. Okay. To now, of course, touch wood, he lives a really luxurious life, but he always tells us, paisa bachao. I have also imbibed a lot of those values in me where saving comes very naturally to me. Are we on the right track?
Now the question is, can you change your past?
No.
So the important question is not what can I do about my past. The question is, what do I want in my future? So if I want to earn a lot of money, then do I have to change my beliefs?
Yes.
Yes. Can I change my beliefs is an even more important question.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Can you? I feel like it's so
Yes.
difficult.
बिल्कुल नहीं मुश्किल होता है, बहुत आसान है. और ये भी एक बिलीफ है.
कि belief change करना मुश्किल है.
बिलीफ चेंज करना मुश्किल है, ये भी एक बिलीफ.
The family that I was born into versus the family that I'm married into, like my husband, has a completely different thought process towards money. But the way he splurges and he spends, and I come from a saving mindset.
Let's talk about the background. आपको क्या लगता है? Summer comes from what background? A humble background where saving was done?
Yes.
Or from a very rich background where they were always splurging money? What do you think?
he comes from a humble background. His father was in Navy. So it was very structured, limited salary every
Same
month.
like my dad.
But looking at him, it doesn't feel like that.
So now comes the second part of it. Is our background only coming from our family?
Not really.
Not
So the point is not where are we born, what are we most influenced by? Who are we most influenced by? I also come from a very humble background. I think most of us do at our age, right?
Our age.
Yeah.
So my mom ran a sweet shop. मिठाई की दुकान चलाती थी, छोटी सी मिठाई की दुकान. So money was always less. हम लोग एक रूम घर में रहे हमेशा 5 family members में. But I always had the spending mindset. So if you look back in Samar's background and my background, you'll see we are not so influenced by our family versus by the movies we saw.
Movies.
Versus by the friends we stayed with.
Right.
Like incidentally in my school, the kind of friends I became friends with always had big homes.
Right.
They were always splurging more. That's 20% of it. Now I'll tell you 1% spooky part. चलेगा?
Yeah,
Okay,
please.
थोड़ा spooky है. Okay? अब उसका थोड़ा सा past life से भी होता लेना देना. That which DNA memories are you coming with? You'll observe that there are some rich families, very, very rich, but the son or the daughter would have that mindset of always saving. Always saving. Why? Probably some DNA memories of the past life experiences which they are influenced by. So there are 3 aspects actually. Your parents' family background, which is your upbringing. Who are you influenced most by? The movies, the friends, and then the 1% of your DNA memories from the past. So when I met Indu, मुझे saving बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं थी. बिल्कुल भी नहीं. मतलब मैं
I'll give you an example. On first, I used to take out a check of 20,000 rupees from my salary and transfer it into another account. And this guy used to see. He's like, ये क्या है? एक भगोने से निकाल के दूसरे भगोने में डालने से saving थोड़ी हो जाएगा. And then I used to make a fixed deposit. He's like, fixed deposit क्यों करना है? जरूरत पड़ेगी तो क्या करेंगे? मैंने कहा जाके तोड़ लेंगे. No, saving
I used to
नहीं
not
क्यों
like
करना?
saving.
He used to not like it only.
What is the right approach then? Should one be looking at saving money or splurging money, and how can we attract more money?
So make more to spend more and to save more.
Oh wow, okay.
People's focus is always on saving.
Saving, yeah.
But believe it or not, if you look at mathematical calculations of savings, savings cannot make you that rich as you think they can. It can make you secure to a certain extent,
Yeah.
That's about it.
but that's about it. It can't make you rich. Richness comes from attracting money. So that's the second conversation. Like, how do you make more? And for that, I would say the first idea that comes to mind is you have to change your comfort zone with money. Just the way we have body temperature, here is something amazing. We have something called as money temperature. Like, what's your money temperature? What's your comfort zone with money? Example, if somebody's money temperature internally is making 1 lakh a month, and let's say they get a great opportunity and they increase their income to 2 lakhs. Now, internally they start feeling uncomfortable. Example, they'll start thinking like, I hope this is not too good to be true. नहीं किसी को बताओ मत नजर लग जाएगी भगवान ये पैसा बचा के रखे right they have all these thoughts but if they're making 1 lakh they're fine then they don't have all these anxious thoughts about money why because 1 lakh is their money temperature they're comfortable with 1 lakh तो जिसका money temperature 1 lakh है अगर उसकी इनकम 2 लाख हो भी गई they will sabotage their income
He'll bring it down.
कुछ ना कुछ गलती कर देंगे कुछ नुकसान हो जाएगा घर में कोई बीमार पड़ जाएगा और बहुत सारे सेविंग्स खर्च हो जाएंगे and suddenly the income will come back down to 1 lakh a month.
ये मेरे साथ ना हमेशा ऐसा ही होता है.
There we go.
You know?
And that is where we have come back to our comfort zone of 1 lakh. But वो अच्छा भी काम करता है. Let's say the income goes down to 50,000 for some reason. Now again the person starts feeling anxious. कि नहीं यार this is very low for me. And then they will do some good things which will increase their income back to 1 lakh and they'll be back to 1 lakh. If you really want to make more money, before you work on income strategies, before you work on a job, before you work on a business opportunity, work on that money frequency, on that money temperature is what I call. अगर money temperature increase नहीं किया, तो कुछ भी कर लो, पैसा आके वापस चला जाएगा. So I'll give you an example. This friend of mine had exactly said these words before he left India. He said, right now I'm earning as much I'm spending. How will I take care of my family if I don't make more money? I need to go to US so that I can make more money. Now he wants to come back to India. Guess why? I'm making as much I'm spending. इतना यहाँ पे मेहनत करके क्या फायदा? So I want to come back to India. And I reminded him and I said, 4 years ago you said the exact words to come to US. Now you're saying the exact words to come back to India. Changing your location doesn't change your frequency. It
Changing
doesn't.
your belief system will.
Exactly. And your belief system is your money temperature. Like, what do you believe about money? Example, you said, how can somebody spend more if there is no more? But what if their belief is, like, there is a friend of mine who says, यार फिर जीके क्या फायदा अगर खर्चा नहीं किया तो. So he is actually comfortable taking an overdraft. Like, he'll take an overdraft and he'll go for a holiday. International
bought
holiday.
a car also.
And he bought a car also.
But is that a bad thing? I see a lot of people, you know, who may not be making enough money, but they're really having a blast. They're really enjoying their lives. I see really hardworking, rich people But they live a life with limited means, being very content with what they have. If they can afford a 4-bedroom apartment, they will still live in a 2-bedroom apartment.
So it's not about what you have, it's about what you feel. And what you feel has nothing to do with what you have actually. It's about your emotional frequency, your emotional temperature. So if I'm a happy person by nature, I can be living in a 1 BHK and be very happy. But if I'm a desperate person by nature, I'm going to be desperate no matter what.
We know what is the right body temperature that we have. What according to you is the right money temperature?
The right money temperature is someone who can keep growing income while being happy no matter how much he has.
So no matter your salary is 1 lakh or 12 lakhs, how you feel about it.
Yes.
Irrespective of how much you're making.
Yes. But if someone is used to feeling desperate, worried, they will find a way to worry for money, whether they have a lakh or 10 lakhs or $1 million, it really doesn't matter. But people who are used to feeling content will have 1 rupee and they'll feel very satisfied.
But that's again subjective to everybody's profession, right? Now say if I want to make more, are there any particular activities that I must do or our viewers can do? Say anybody's salary is say 50,000 rupees today and they want to attract and move to up the ladder to 1,50,000 or 2 lakhs in a month and have that big jump.
Yes.
Is that even possible? My team is looking at me with a lot of hope right now.
Yes, absolutely. Listen to this conversation carefully. Why do people feel lazy? Money temperature kam hota hai. So some people say work on consistency, work on hard work. Work on how you feel about money. Somebody who feels very comfortable at 10 crores, वो lazy हो ही नहीं सकता कामया. आप lazy हो सकते हो क्या? नहीं हो सकते आप. Because your money frequency is already here. But somebody who's making only 10,000 rupees a month, आप उसको बोलो 10 करोड़ की मेहनत करें, बोले अरे इतना कौन करेगा?
मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं.
मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं है. See, their internal money frequency is comfortable. बहुत low है. पहले उसको increase करो. So as Indu was saying, आपको मैं करके दिखाता हूँ. Give me a number that you want to feel comfortable with.
I think I would like to feel comfortable on a monthly revenue of 10 crores.
Now, tell me a frequency of emotion that you're already very comfortable with in terms of revenue.
About 3 to 4 crores.
So I'm going to ask you questions, which are very common questions where the answer will be yes.
Yes or no.
I'm going to first make you feel that comfort zone. And then I'm going to transfer that comfort zone to 10 crores. And then let's see how you feel after that.
Okay.
So let's do a before-after test.
Sure.
Say it with me. My company is already making 10 crores revenue every month.
My company is already making 10 crores of revenue every month.
Did you see the gap in your voice? Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Right? Like you could feel there is no comfort zone in that.
Microsecond का hesitation भी
Right?
था.
There was a little hesitation in that. So let's change your comfort zone. And then we'll do this interview once again after 1 year.
When I'm already making
10 crores.
20.
20.
20 में पहुंच गई.
You can make your own hair, is that true?
Yes, it's
Your
true.
company makes a crore monthly revenue, is that true?
Yes, that's true.
You're comfortable on camera, is that true?
That's true.
Now I'm going to keep going like this. And then I'm going to inject, example, ये पनीर का जो टुकड़ा है ना, इन लोगों ने बहुत cutely इसके अंदर ये चटनी इंजेक्ट की हुई है. I'm going to
So funny.
inject that belief of 10 crores in you now.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. So in between मैं बोलूँगा, you're comfortable with your company making 10 crores revenue every month, you need to continue saying yes. Without thinking.
Yeah.
In the same fashion that you're saying yes to the other questions.
Right.
कुछ change नहीं करना, ना voice, ना body language, ना internal feeling, कुछ भी नहीं. So you can make your own hair, is that true?
That's true.
Your company makes monthly revenue of 1 crore easily, is that true?
That's true.
You're comfortable with the camera, is that true?
That's true.
You can make your own hair, is that true?
That's true.
Your company makes 10 crores monthly revenue, is that true?
That's true.
You're comfortable with the camera, is that true?
That's true.
Your company makes 10 crores monthly revenue, is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Your company makes 1 crore monthly, is that true?
Absolutely.
You're comfortable making your hair, is that true?
Yes, it
You're a
is.
girl, is that true?
That's true.
You're making 10 crores monthly revenue, is that true?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now see there is a difference. Okay, now tell me what you had for dinner last night.
I had kadhi chawal.
Your company makes 10 crores monthly revenue, is that true?
That's true.
How comfortably it came.
Yeah.
So the dinner question I asked you only to distract you.
Yeah.
To check if the feeling comes back.
Yeah.
Now say the whole statement that we make monthly 10 crores revenue. See how that feels.
Curly Tails makes 10 crores every month.
Do you feel that now?
See?
Yeah.
There's no hesitation.
Yeah.
Now some people would say, but ऐसा सिर्फ बोलने से थोड़ी होगा.
हाँ.
Which is true. सिर्फ बोलने से थोड़ी होगा. But feel करोगे comfortable तब तो शुरुआत होगी. So this is the beginning. Now your money temperature is slowly going up.
Yeah.
Where if you keep saying this every day, twice a day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, eventually you'll feel very comfortable with the idea of.
नहीं, ideas will start floating towards you.
ऐसा हुआ है आप लोगों के साथ कोई आपके क्लाइंट्स आए हों जिन्होंने आपके साथ मनी गोल कोई सेट किया हो and then
Thousands of them.
बहुत
Thousands of them. So far we have a workshop called Wealth Mastery. where we have like more than 10,000 students who've already joined. There are people who didn't have a job for three years and they were not getting a job. And I'm talking about somebody who's IIT qualified. And the reason is the money frequency was low. So we improved his money frequency, and in 3 months, this man gets a job. There is a lady in our community who didn't even make enough money to barely go through her expenses throughout the month. Today, she is making not only 2 lakhs a month, but she's almost like a celebrity in her community. She's become a life coach now.
So there is one girl, she was separating from her husband. She had 2 kids. She had absolutely no money, and her husband just walked out. And there was nothing to run the house also, forget joining our courses. She borrowed money from her father. She joined our course. Within 2 months, she started making money. And today she has put both her kids in a best boarding school.
Wow.
She runs her own home. She gifts things to people, and she's running a beautiful life of her own. Then we have one more lady, she's a housewife. She was also not making money. She was dependent on her husband. Her husband was making some 15,000 rupees a month, which was barely enough for 2 kids and the family to run. Now she's making 5 lakh rupees a month.
Yeah, she's making more than her husband.
She's making more than her husband. She's become a healer. She has improved her money frequency.
Yeah, she's
she's
a dietitian.
sponsoring her husband's trips, and there are loads of things are happening.
Not just that, people who were already rich were stuck at a certain level. Once we improved their money frequency, suddenly their business started working. And I'll tell you why. If I have to give like one belief to people to make more money in life, it's 3-letter words called MSI, multiple sources of income. Most of us are hypnotized by the world, especially in India, that we should focus on one source of income and make it big. Right? So, and I'll tell you why.
I agree to
that. See, you agree to that. But I'll tell you why. Because we all come in India from a background of British education. Britishers wanted us to be slaves. So they created an education system where you were not allowed to think liberal. You were not allowed to think multiple sources of income. So they said, if you're a doctor, remain a doctor. If you're a carpenter, remain a carpenter. If you're an engineer, remain an engineer. And that is the background that we were brought up with. And then we have examples like, 2 नाव में पाव रखोगे तो डूब जाओगे, एक जगह पे फोकस करो, बड़ा बनना है तो एक ही चीज consistently करो. But tell me one millionaire or billionaire who has one source of income.
No, I can't.
Ambani, Adani, Tata, Birla.
No.
What did I say?
Multiple businesses,
Exactly.
right? Even though they may not have knowledge or have education in that particular space, but
They are still
have
working. ये एक और belief है हमारे यहाँ पे. जिस चीज का knowledge नहीं उसमें घुसो मत.
हाँ.
है ना?
तो घुस जाए.
क्योंकि तो कहीं फंस जाए तो लॉस हो जाएगा तो.
She's so cute.
Right? But if you look at millionaires, ये वो सारे बिजनेस करते हैं जिसमें उनका कोई नॉलेज ही नहीं है. इन माई कम्युनिटी आई टेल पीपल, एक बार तुम मुझे ज्वाइन कर लो, तुम्हारा एक कमिटमेंट तुमको मुझे देना है एज अ प्रॉमिस. 1 साल के अंदर 1 नहीं 2 नहीं 3 नहीं तुम्हारे 10 सोर्स ऑफ इनकम होने चाहिए. पहले बिलीफ सिस्टम बना लो. आई वांट 10 सोर्सेज ऑफ इनकम. एक सोर्स ऑफ इनकम से कोई रिच नहीं बना कभी. ट्रू रिचनेस की बात कर रहा हूँ. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सो मच मनी दैट your savings can never match up to your income. That level of richness only comes with multiple sources of income. But unfortunately हम सबको क्या बोला गया है कि एक बिजनेस पकड़ लो या एक जॉब पकड़ लो and go in there until you make it big.
But we have limited time, right? मतलब दिन में आप 12 घंटे या 14 घंटे या 15 घंटे मैक्स काम कर सकते हो.
True.
तो आप कैसे मल्टीपल बिजनेसेस रन कर सकते हो विद दिस लिमिटेड टाइम?
आप सुबह कितने बजे उठते हो? कामया सुबह कितने बजे उठती है?
मैं 5:30 बजे उठती हूँ.
अरे बाप रे, कामया जल्दी उठती है, मैं लेट उठता हूँ. ठीक है, नो कंपटीशन हियर. सो यू स्लीप अप्रॉक्सीमेटली व्हाट टाइम?
12 बजे तक.
तो कितने घंटे हो गए आपके? 18-19 आवर्स, राइट?
Yes.
मार्क ज़करबर्ग दिन का कितना काम करता होगा? Let's say he works as much as you, but does he make as much as you?
Definitely a lot more than me.
So question is your outcome always dependent on your income? Because your question was, इतने ही घंटे हैं, इतने से टाइम में multiple sources of income कैसे create करें? It comes from a belief that the amount of time I have will control the amount of income I have. या मेरा output हमेशा मेरे input से depend करेगा.
Right.
But if that was true, all these millionaires should have been making as much money as you and I would. But they make much more.
Right.
Because ये belief system उनके पास है ही नहीं कि your output depends on your input.
Right.
Time has nothing to do with money. We crossed our highest revenue last month, which was at about $1.25 million. And we were in US talking to somebody. This friend of ours was saying, so we were telling him to increase his income. He should focus on multiple sources of income. He should focus on increasing his skills. And he says, yaar, I work 10 hours a day. मेरे पास time कहाँ है कुछ नया सीखने के लिए? She gave such a brilliant answer. Even I was blown away by that.
See, I work a lot. I wake up at 4, by the way. But in spite of that, I have time. I connect with all my cousins, with my friends. I talk with my father. I talk with my sister. I speak with people. If a friend calls, I give time. I check your reels. I compliment you. Like this, I do everything.
No, morning 1 hour she has time for
Morning,
meditation,
I have morning
EFT.
1 hour to do EFT, meditation, hope, no, chanting, everything. If I have time, everybody has time. And I'm super good at my business. I run my business very beautifully. So if I can do it, I think anybody can do it.
Me
And
and
I
her.
have a team of 7 people only.
Including me and her. And that 1.25 million that we made, 90% credit goes to her.
मैं ये जानना चाहूँगी कि एक मिलियनेयर का क्या माइंडसेट होता है जो उसे वहाँ तक पहुँचाता है जहाँ तक हमारी सोच भी नहीं जाती.
Millionaires care less about the money, more about the impact.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people who don't make money, I tell them that people don't make money because they are arrogant. They are selfish. Poor people are arrogant. Poor people are selfish. Rich people are more helping because they think about the world. Like think about Elon Musk for an example. He thinks about the impact that electricity would have all over the world, or electric vehicles would. Does he need to work hard to make money today? No. But why does he work?
Yeah.
Impact. Ratan
And
Tata
he works a lot.
And he works a lot.
He works a lot.
Like Ratan Tata ji worked till the end of his life.
Yeah.
But did he wake up in the morning and asked, "Is mahine meri income kya hogi?" I don't think so. I think people like Ratan Tata ji have that mindset of what impact can I make on this country. Now it's not about the money anymore.
Right.
Now it's about wealth.
Right.
So rich mindset requires wealthy mindset, not money mindset. And wealth is not about transactions of what I can do to sell this to make money.
Yeah.
It's about what I can do to masses all over the world, not just India. Then you're going to billions and trillions. That mindset is completely different. I think rich people always focus on that 80-20 ratio.
Yes.
I'll give you an example.
I don't work on cost center. I work
Exactly.
on profit center. I'm
Like,
very clear.
what are the 20% things in her day that will bring the 80% results in our revenue? A time will come when the money is irrelevant because beyond a certain point आप कितना खर्चा कर लोगे? उसके बाद तो पैसा irrelevant हो ही जाता है.
हो ही जाता है.
That is called true richness. That is called true wealth, where you don't have to count money. When you go to the restaurant, आपको मेन्यू के राइट साइड देखने की जरूरत ना पड़े, बजट देखने की जरूरत ही ना पड़े. But वो तब होगा when you add so much value in people's life that you've got millions and billions coming in.
So
Yes.
what do we do with money, right? Money
Yes.
can buy you happiness.
Yes, it can.
Should we then list down our goals कि मुझे घर कैसा चाहिए, मुझे हॉलिडे कहाँ जाना है, या मुझे इतने पैसे कमाने हैं और उतने पैसों से मेरा ये आएगा?
So my suggestion always is make goals in 4 areas of life. HRCM. Health, relationships, career and money. That is called balanced success. True success is not only about making $1 million. It's about, because let's say somebody who's making $1 million every month, but if they've got diabetes and cancer, what's the value of that money? Or let's put it the other way around. A person has the health, has $1 million, but there's nobody to talk to. Ab kya? So what's important now?
Relationship,
Right?
yeah,
So relationship is also important.
of course.
What if a person is making $1 million through lottery or through trading, let's say, every day, has people around him, has good health, but feels empty inside him every day? What's the point now?
Yeah,
So that career satisfaction is also important of making impact on people.
of course.
So what is really important? I think all 4.
All-
So let's say this is you. I mean,
Okay.
You're much more beautiful than this, but as an example.
Thank you.
So let's say this is you, or
Yeah.
this is me. I think that's a better example. This is me.
I agree.
But if I keep my hands on the top, and now somebody wants to give me blessings, or somebody wants to give me opportunities, my hand is covered, what happens?
It won't get through.
It won't get through, right?
Yeah.
This is what happens to people when they have money blocks. Somebody's trying to help you, but you wouldn't take it. See, you thought of somebody.
Yeah, I just thought about someone, yeah, who's out of job, and I'm like, just give me your CV.
There you
Let me
go.
pass it. He's not even giving me his CV, right?
So I'll give you an example of how we can release a money block with you. So for this, we'll do a simple technique called EFT, which is called as emotional freedom technique.
Okay.
It is also called as emotional freedom tapping because we tap in that. So all you do is take your hands like this part of your hands, and with the other hand, take 4 fingers and tap here. So all of you can also do it with me. And take any one reason that you think is real reason that stops you from making that 10 crores monthly revenue. And in your case right now, you said, I don't have the what?
Time.
Okay. So repeat with me, because I have less time.
Because I have less time,
It's difficult to make 10 crores a month.
it's difficult to make 10 crores a month.
I release this idea
I release this idea
because
because
today I make more
today I make more
compared to 10 years ago.
compared to 10 years ago.
I had same time 10 years ago.
I had same time 10 years ago.
I have the same amount of time today.
I have the same amount of time today.
What increased my income
What increased my income
was never time.
was never time. That's true.
It was many other things.
There's many other
Not
things.
time.
Not time.
I agree.
Yeah.
And now, today,
And now today,
I choose to release this idea
I choose to release this idea
that to make 10 crores a month,
that to make 10 crores a month,
I need to sit with my sales team.
I need to sit with my sales team.
I need to stop doing
I need to stop
what I
doing
love to do.
what I love to
And
do.
I need to do
And I need to
what
do
I don't like to do.
what I don't like
But I
to
have
do.
to do.
But I have to do.
But maybe I don't have to do it.
But maybe I don't have to do it.
Because the fact is,
Because the fact
I
is,
got here today
I got here today
by doing what I love to do,
by doing what I love to
not
do.
what I have to do.
Not what I have to do.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have grown.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have
Isn't that
grown.
true?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so take your hands like this and just take a
Yeah.
deep breath. Say that thought again. Like, why would you not make 10 crores a month?
I can't think of any reason why I can't, to be honest. I feel like there's so much noise. हम अपने आप को खुद ही complicate
बोलते
कर
रहते
देते हैं
Yeah.
पूरा.
But
you
honestly,
know?
Kami, aren't you feeling a sense of clarity right now?
Yeah,
Like
I
calm.
am.
There's
Yeah.
something has calmed
चेहरे पे ही
down.
दिखाई दे रहा है.
Yeah.
Now imagine if somebody does that regularly,
Hmm.
consistently.
I do it every day.
She does EFT every day, by the way.
And are you saying that this mindset shift, is it just like one day you start feeling like that कि मेरा switch बदल गया अब मैं ऐसे हो गई हूँ, or it takes practice?
It takes
right?
practice.
It's like brushing your teeth.
So you got to do it every day.
Yeah.
You do it every day.
I do
Yeah.
EFT every day. Every single day. 45 minutes of EFT. Every day you're meeting people. Every day
Yeah.
people are feeding you their beliefs.
Yeah.
If you, today you say, okay, 10 crores is easy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you meet, say, XYZ person and he says, 10 crore kamana mazak hai kya?
Hmm.
Then you borrowed that belief now,
Yeah.
immediately. Now you have to go home and release that instead of borrowing it.
She's an expert at that. She does like EFT 1 hour a day. Sometimes I tell her, छेद हो जाएगा. But she does it very comfortably. And looking at her, all the students are doing it comfortably. I do it a little less than her, but
Yeah.
it's the consistency that helps. So here's another amazing way of looking at money. To increase your income, raise your standards. Like the higher my standards, the higher my income. Example, if I'm used to traveling by train, if I want to travel by flight, then I have to first increase my standards के flight के नीचे नहीं चलेगा. It is that चलेगा attitude that doesn't allow people to grow income.
Yeah.
Do you use the vision board?
No, I don't.
You must. The link that we are giving you also has the vision board.
Oh,
My
okay.
vision board.
I'm definitely signing up
So
for
my
this.
vision board is there on it, and we're giving you lots of other sample vision boards in that. So vision board mein all you have to do is take the pictures of everything you want in your future and put it up there.
Okay.
Now why does it work? अगर आप किसी चीज को रोज घर में देखोगे तो धीरे 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 देखो पहली बार किसी चीज को देखते हो पर वही चीज रोज देख के वही रिएक्शन थोड़ी आ सकता है.
Normal हो जाता है.
नॉर्मल हो जाएगा ना. वही तो होना चाहिए, कंफर्ट होना चाहिए, नॉर्मल हो जाना चाहिए. लोगों को लगता है कि एफर्मेशन बोलते समय वो एक एक्साइटमेंट होनी चाहिए. नहीं नहीं नहीं,
Normal होना
नॉर्मल होना चाहिए, तब जाके वो फीलिंग कंफर्टेबल हो गई है. सो विजन बोर्ड वर्क्स बिकॉज आप किसी चीज को रोज देखो वो इतना कंफर्टेबल हो जाए कि अब उसका अट्रैक्शन ईजी हो जाए. सो एग्जाम्पल इज कि हमने बहुत सालों पहले सोचा था कि हम कभी जिंदगी में बिजनेस क्लास खुद के पैसे से ट्रैवल करेंगे. द रीजन वी सेड दैट इज बिकॉज हम पहले कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनिंग करते थे. अब कॉर्पोरेट में हमको क्लाइंट्स बिजनेस क्लास भेजते थे, बट हमने बोला नहीं, एक दिन हमको खुद से लाइक वी वांट टू पे फॉर आवर हॉलिडे. सो इंदु ने एक पिक्चर निकाला गूगल इमेजेस से, और उन दिनों अगर आपको याद है जेट एयरवेज चलता था, तो वी यूज्ड टू लव जेट एयरवेज. वो बिजनेस क्लास का उसने पिक्चर निकाला, फोटो लगा दिया. वो फोटो करीब करीब साल भर मेरे ख्याल से घर में था,
2016
है ना. फिर एक दिन इंदु बोली चल अपन लंदन चलते हैं छुट्टी के लिए. सो वी वेंट, और न्यू ईयर लाइक ठंड में, December 31st, बट वी वांटेड टू गो. तो वी हैड पेड फॉर दैट, वाज आवर फर्स्ट बिजनेस क्लास हॉलिडे, हमारे खुद के पैसे से भरा हुआ. 2016 राइट. हम फ्लाइट में अंदर गए तो जो मेन दरवाजा होता है ना फ्लाइट का, एयरक्राफ्ट का, हमको वहां रोक दिया. तो मुझे वो बात याद आई कि इंदु ने मुझे बताया था कई बार फ्लाइट्स में क्या होता है, दे ओवर बुक, और फिर आपको बोलते हैं कि सीट्स फुल हो गई. मैंने कहा यार ऐसा नहीं कर देंगे हमारे साथ में, पहली बिजनेस क्लास फ्लाइट है, ऐसा नहीं हो जाए. सो वी वर लाइक रियली वेटिंग, और कुछ नहीं बता रहे हमको, और वहां पे रुका दिया. हम खड़े पागल की तरह, लोग अंदर जाए जा रहे हैं, एंड हियर इज द डोर. फाइनली सब लोग गए अंदर, एंड द एयरक्राफ्ट द क्रू कम्स एंड सेज सो वी आर रियली सॉरी. और मेरा दिमाग बोल रहा है, ओ माय गॉड सॉरी मत बोल. एंड शी लाइक सर वी आर रियली सॉरी, वी आर ओवरबुक्ड, so we can't give you business class, so we have upgraded you to first class.
Wow.
And I'm looking at her, I said ये क्या होता है? I had no idea first class क्या होता है. I had heard for the first time. तो मैंने कहा ये क्या होता है इंदु? बोलती हाँ होता है. She had like
I traveled a
she
lot.
traveled more than I have, so she knew what's a first class. So we entered. I was blown away. कि ऐसा भी कुछ होता है कि ये तो मेरे घर का बेडरूम जैसा दिख रहा है. It's like crazy beautiful.
Yeah.
They were like beautiful stars, kind of a decor
Yeah.
on the roofs. There was stars on the floor. It was a private cabin,
Yeah.
private chef. They coming a champagne in your like it was madness. आधा घंटा हो गया, थोड़े हमारे इमोशंस काम डाउन हुए. फिर इंदु ने मुझे याद दिलाया. उसने मुझे कैमरा दिखाया, फोन दिखाया. ये अपना विजन बोर्ड याद है? मैंने कहा हाँ. बोली देख तो पिक्चर. It was the same first class picture.
Wow. Which you thought was business class, and you just put up that picture and got a
Google निकाल के.
हमको नहीं मालूम था वो फर्स्ट क्लास
Sounds
है.
unreal. Wow.
अब अनरियल है ना, आगे सुनो. तो हम रिटर्न आ रहे थे. मैंने कहा इंदु
What
यार
if they
मैनिफेस्टेशन अगर इतना अच्छा काम करता है अपन वापस मांगेगा एक बार. रिटर्न भी तो बिजनेस क्लास ही बुक थी ना. तो हम मैनिफेस्ट करें. और अब तो विजुअलाइज इजी हो गया है क्योंकि हम तो बैठ के आ गए. तो वी सैट एट वन प्लेस, वी क्लोज्ड आवर आईज, वी आर कंफर्टेबल ट्रैवलिंग इन फर्स्ट क्लास. एंड देन वी फॉरगॉट अबाउट इट. Believe it or not, return first class upgraded free.
Free upgrade. That was our first class flight, free upgrade.
We're like, yeah. अगर कोई ये बोलता है ना कि मुझे जिंदगी में एक बार तो बिजनेस क्लास ट्रैवल करना है, तो मैं उनको बोलता हूँ मत करो. आपको सिर्फ एक बार करना है ट्रैवल, तो मत करो. मेक इट अ हैबिट, मेक इट अ कंफर्ट जोन. दैट हैज टू बिकम योर न्यू स्टैंडर्ड. तो जब नया स्टैंडर्ड आएगा तो उस लेवल की इनकम भी आएगी. फिर आप उतनी मेहनत भी करोगे, फिर आप उतना काम भी करोगे. सो आई गिव यू अ वेरी गुड एग्जांपल. तो 5 साल पहले वी वर आई थिंक दुबई में थे हम लोग एंड बैंकॉक एयरपोर्ट पे थे. एंड शी सॉ सम शूज ऑफ गुची एंड कुछ 1 लाख रुपए का था. एंड सी द माइंडसेट ऑफ लाइक 1 लाख रुपए का जूता कौन खरीदेगा. एंड शी इज लाइक पसंद तो बहुत आया, पहन के देखा, वेरी कंफर्टेबल, अच्छा भी दिख रहा है. तो शी इज लाइक लेट्स स्लीप ओवर इट. तो शी इज पेसिंग, आगे पीछे चल रही है. लूं नहीं लूं, लेना चाहिए नहीं लेना चाहिए. सो आई हैड ओनली वन डिस्कशन विद हर. आई सेड देख, इसलिए मत लेके एक बार लेना है. ये सोच के ले कि आज के बाद में इफ आई वांट टू बाय शूज आई एम कंफर्टेबल बाइंग 1 लाख रुपए शूज एंड देन मेक इट योर कंफर्ट जोन. इट्स लाइक आर यू क्रेजी? ओके, आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन फॉर मी. Would you like to make so much money in your life that you could buy a Gucci every 2 months and be comfortable with it?
Yeah.
See, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
So then start with it. But पहली बार comfortable नहीं होगा.
नहीं होगा. नहीं होता.
Not
बहुत
supposed to.
मुश्किल है.
Because वो higher zone है ना.
My father, like if I want to book him a ticket and if I say that आप business class जाओ and I will pay for it and you
नहीं
don't have
जाएंगे.
to and don't worry about it
नहीं
and
जाएंगे.
everything, he will say
नहीं, वो generation को change
नहीं
कर
जाएंगे.
सकते.
I'll tell you why. They know unconsciously that they cannot make that as their daily lifestyle. My dad has traveled 60 countries. I keep telling him, Papa, business class जाओ. नहीं जाऊँगा. Once I called up his travel agent.
Yeah.
Said, please upgrade him.
And he gets upset
Yes.
if you book.
Same.
He did.
He'll get
Same.
upset, like
He
he'll
did.
be furious.
Yes.
क्यों book किया?
Yes.
He did.
You know?
Yeah, so that's a mindset, right? But that doesn't mean that he's not happy. So that's the earlier conversation which we said. Someone may live with less, but if their emotional habit is being content and satisfied,
Yeah.
then they can be.
They can
That doesn't
be,
mean
yeah.
what you have matters.
Yeah.
But if you want to make more money,
Yeah.
तो increasing standards जरूरी है.
You know, बहुत लोग हमेशा से बोलते हैं जितनी चादर हो बस उतना ही पैर फैलाओ, which means जितने आपकी कमाई है आप उतने ही खर्च करो. What do you think? And शाहरुख खान once said कि ये बकवास है.
I love Shahrukh for that.
उससे ज़्यादा पैर फैलाओ.
But I would say increase your standards for sure. बड़े सपने देखोगे नहीं तो बड़े बनोगे कैसे, फिर बड़ा काम कैसे करोगे, ज़्यादा लोगों की मदद कैसे करोगे, नहीं कर पाओगे.
बट उसके लिए एक छोटा सा सोल्यूशन है, वेरी सिंपल. इट्स अ वेरी गुड बैलेंस सोल्यूशन. व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यू कैन क्रिएट अ रूल फॉर योरसेल्फ दैट यू आर मेकिंग एक्स अमाउंट, सो 10% ऑफ दैट एक्स अमाउंट यू विल सेव. And then rest of the 90% you can divide it and spend.
Yeah.
That way you can actually fulfill your dreams, your desires of upgrading your standards, buying that handbag or iPhone or any phone or traveling business class, first class, whatever you want depending on your income. But saving is must. So if you ask me, I guess we splurge like anything, but I save a lot.
The biggest value difference between millionaires and billionaires is this one difference. The value of consumption versus the value of creation. So there are 90% people in the world who are only consumers. Example, हम लोग Apple phone खरीदते हैं, Samsung phone खरीदते हैं, gold खरीदते हैं, restaurant में आके खाना खाते हैं. So we are consumers. 90% of us are consumers. Then the millionaires and billionaires are actually creators. For an example, most of us are watching YouTube video, right? Someone like Samar probably thinks about having a media tycoon where he wants to be the creator of multiple media channels in the world. So that's a creator thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
Now let's talk about very specific activity based. अगर आप मुझे बता सकते हैं एक सैलरीड पर्सन है, उसे अपनी सैलरी अब 3 times बढ़ानी,
Very good
let's
question.
say 3 times,
Yes.
उसे क्या एक्टिविटी या क्या प्रैक्टिसेस करनी होंगी ताकि उसकी सैलरी बढ़े?
Okay, so first part is एक affirmation बना लो, which I will give you specifically right now. इस फॉर्मेट के साथ यूज करना है इसको. ये बहुत मैंने साइंटिफिकली डिजाइन फॉर्मेट है इसका.
जो हम खुद यूज करते हैं.
हम खुद यूज करते हैं, इसको चेंज मत करना. So let's say right now my salary is 1 lakh a month again. ठीक है? If my salary right now is 1 lakh, my next
Goal is to make
goal
3 lakhs.
is to let's say 3 lakhs, 3
Okay.
times, right? So my affirmation would be, I am so happy now that I have made 3 lakhs this month. अब ये जो 3 lakhs this month मैंने बोला ना, इसमें एक एक्साइटमेंट है. उसको नॉर्मल करना है. उसको नॉर्मल कैसे करोगे? कोई भी चीज जिंदगी में नॉर्मल कब होती है? जब वो
बार-बार होती है.
हाँ,
Absolutely.
right? So the way I would say this affirmation is, I'm so glad that this month I made this 3 lakhs, just like the last month and the last month and the last month. And the best part is, my next month 3 lakhs income is already confirmed. This is the affirmation. So isko roz bolo. Again, when they get this masterclass, which we are giving them free,
Right.
that affirmation is part of it.
Okay.
They'll get a download of documents with that.
Right.
But only affirmation se kaam nahi chalega. There are 4 buttons of manifestation to increase your income: feelings, thoughts, beliefs and actions.
Okay.
Right? Beliefs पे हमने बात की. Affirmation बोलोगे तो belief बदलता है, feeling भी बदलती है, but actions पे आना पड़ेगा. कैसे? Example: in my organization, I need to find out a person who's already making 3 lakhs a month. Obviously वो मेरे level पर तो नहीं होगा. So I would go and meet that person as an activity, and I would ask him to tell me what are the skills he has or she has. And I would write down all those skills. And now I would start working on those skills from today. The biggest mistake people make is they expect promotion based on today's hard work. That's why people don't get promoted. That's why people don't get a raise in their income. If I'm a team leader,
Yeah.
if I want to be a project manager, I need to behave like a project manager while I'm a team leader. The mistake people make is they say, jitni salary, utna kaam.
इतने में तो
इतने में इतना होता है. Today they will continue working as a team leader, thinking जब मैनेजर की पोजीशन मिलेगी तब मैनेजर की तरह काम करूंगा. प्रमोशन तब मिलेगा when you demonstrate managerial qualities today without getting the designation of a manager. So जो 3 लाख महीने का कमा रहा है, वो जो काम करता है, उसके पास जो skills हैं, लिखो, बैठो, उस पर काम करना शुरू कर दो. What does my manager do every morning when he comes? I have to learn that and make that my normal. If he delegates, I have to learn to delegate. If he uses a particular time management software, I have to learn to start using that today. So if you want to be a content creator, don't wait for 1 million subscribers to make content every day. Make content every day as a lifestyle. Like don't say, oh, the day I become curly tails jitna bada na, that day then I will also work like curly tails. No, work like curly tails today so that having million subscribers like curly tails becomes normal. And then you may not even look at your subscriber channel every day because you're just so busy working. In manifestation, the way life works is be, do, have. So say that again. Be,
Do, have.
have. So first be happy.
Be happy.
The doing will automatically happen happily. The having will automatically happen happily.
Oh.
So first be creative.
Yeah.
Doing creative things will happen automatically. Having creative things will happen automatically. But it has to be an attraction first. So how will the attraction happen? By being first.
Mitesh, is this all scientific?
90% yes, 10% no. 90% yes because there is a science behind it, but it's called quantum physics. Quantum physics in the scientific world is still under research. What that means is not every scientist in the world accepts it. It is still 10% in the domain of research. Now, how does this relate to manifestation?
Right.
Your thoughts are made of what? Energy. Emotions are made of what? Energy. What is energy? Atoms, neutrons, electrons, protons, right?
Right.
Now, when you're not focused on your thoughts, what can they become? Anything.
Beautiful.
Waves. The moment you focus those thoughts, what can they become?
Yeah.
Straight lines. Which can they become? Something.
Right.
So you can focus on energy to transform them into some manifestation energy. But if you don't focus on them, they can become anything. So that's called unlimited energy or unlimited potential.
I've seen gifting, right? Is gifting also a great way? Gifting or giving?
Yeah.
A great way of receiving?
Absolutely. That's our favorite topic.
That's my favorite topic. I feel that the more you give, the more you receive.
Except
if
your
you-
life partner.
Yeah, don't try with that.
If you ask me, I'm a generous gifter. I invest time and energy when I
She
buy
is.
gifts for anybody. There was one conversation which we had long ago that you should gift as per your standards. So I gift as per my standards. So there is one assignment I make people do it. I feel that once in a month at least you should do it if you cannot do more than that. Surprise somebody with something.
Yeah.
It can be a And not that somebody shouldn't be your staff or the person who is involved. Surprise the person whom you are not
Stranger.
related at all. The other day we put money in an envelope and we handed over to, last time was
The guy was
the
washing
public
toilet.
washrooms. Somebody was washing public washroom. And so we just stopped by and gave him money.
She made me stop the car, window down kiya, and she was like, "भैया इधर आना." That guy was washing the toilet.
And we handed over.
क्या चाहिए? इधर आओ.
And
She
there was
just
a
gave him the envelope.
or I give it to hawkers or the shoemakers or key makers. These are the people who are paid
Right.
mostly. So that brings a lot of energy to you. To give you an example, the other day we were parking in Valet in Phoenix Mall. And when we went back to the car, the person, I was carrying some shopping bag. So he said, "मैम मैं लेके चलता हूँ." वो लेके आया, मैंने मेरे पर्स में हाथ डाला, मेरे पर्स में 500 का नोट मेरे हाथ में है, मैंने उसको दिया. The guy touched my feet.
रो गया वो.
वो रो गया. एंड वो रोने का कारण ये था कि उसकी गाड़ी कुछ खराब हो गई थी और उसकी गाड़ी को रिपेयर करने के लिए उसको 500 रुपए की जरूरत थी. और वो 500 रुपए मैंने उसको
वो बोला मैं सुबह से सोच रहा था मैम मैं कहाँ से लाऊंगा.
मैं कहाँ से लाऊंगा, और 1 तारीख को कुछ 7-8 दिन बाकी है तो पगार आने में 7-8 दिन है और मुझे मेरी गाड़ी को रिपेयर करना था. और वो रो गया. सो दैट ऑफ कोर्स उसके बाद मैंने उसको थोड़े पैसे और दे दिए. बट दैट स्माइल, नाउ इमेजिन दिस गाय, what will he think about me for so many days?
Yeah.
And that positive frequency will bring so much positivity in my life.
There's one more aspect of giving which I love to practice is the whole day whenever you're spending any money, कहीं पे भी कुछ भी खर्च कर रहे हो,
That's also a good one.
make sure that while you're giving, this is a very different mindset. Try to be the most expensive customer for somebody rather than the cheapest customer for somebody.
Okay, elaborate.
Okay. So an example is you bought a dress from a shop. You didn't negotiate. Okay,
Oh
whatever.
my God, I was going to forget about this question. Thanks for reminding me.
Okay, here we go. So you went to the shop
Yeah.
and he said 10,000 rupees and you bought the dress and you came home. You come home and your good friend comes home and she's also wearing the same dress. What is the first normal question all girls will ask or anybody will ask each other?
किधर से
किधर से लिया,
क्या
कितने का लिया, right?
हाँ.
And let's say your friend says मैंने तो
5,000 का लिया.
5,000 का लिया.
बहुत गुस्सा आएगा.
Right? Now ये जो गुस्सा आता है ना कि
हाँ.
अच्छा 5,000 का लिया, मुझे तो लूट लिया.
हाँ.
Right? I'll tell you how you should think about it and how people should think about it. Be the most expensive customer for that shopkeeper. I'll tell you why. Now look at the background of not you or your friend, but of the shopkeeper. उसके दुकान में एक कस्टमर आई, 10,000 रुपए दिए, ड्रेस लेके चली गई. दूसरी आई, उसने 10,000 का 5,000 करने के लिए आधा घंटा नेगोशिएट किया. उसने बोला ले लो मैडम. अब ये घर जाता है, अपनी वाइफ के साथ बात कर रहा है, बोलता है आज पता है एक बड़ी मैडम आई थी, पता नहीं शायद बड़े घर से होगी, मैंने उनको 10,000 बोला, कुछ नेगोशिएट नहीं किया, 10,000 रुपये दिए, चली गई. और उसके 10 मिनट बाद में यार एक ऐसी मैडम आई, मैंने ना नुकसान में बेचा उसको. मैं बोला जाए यार, ये कस्टमर जाए, अच्छा है, और उसको मैंने दे दिया वो 5,000 में. और भगवान करे ऐसे कस्टमर रोज ना आए. यू बॉट हिज ब्लेसिंग्स फॉर 5,000 रुपीज,
Yes.
विच मे बी मीनिंगलेस फॉर यू, बट इन दैट 5,000 रुपीज यू बॉट हिज मैनिफेस्टेशन. वो आदमी जब भी आपको याद करेगा वो बोलेगा एक बड़ी मैडम आई थी. सो आई लव टू टेल पीपल के 200-500 रुपये नेगोशिएट नहीं करके छोड़ दो. Be the most expensive customer for somebody so that they can manifest for you that you're a millionaire. छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में वैले के लिए गए, उसको 100 की जगह 200 पकड़ा दो. लाइक इन पुणे वी हैव दिस प्लेस कॉल कोपा. तो हम जब भी वहाँ जाते हैं तो 200 रुपये उसका वैले का 150 रुपीज़ उसका वैले का प्राइस है. मैं हमेशा 300 देता हूँ कि 150 टिकट का, 150 उसका. तो उसकी टिप इज इक्वल्स टू दैट फीस ऑफ द वैले. हाउ डू यू थिंक ही फील्स?
बड़े साहब आए.
बड़े साहब आए, राइट? नाउ अगर मैं उसको 100 रुपए दूं ना, सिर्फ 50 रुपए कम कर दूं, सिर्फ 50 रुपए, इट चेंजेस. सो कैन यू लर्न टू बी somebody's most expensive customer rather than somebody's cheapest customer? Can you allow others to grow more on you rather than less? तो अगर मुझे कोई आके बोलता है कि मितेश ये जो तूने लैपटॉप खरीदा है ये मैंने तो उसी दुकान से सस्ते में खरीदा है, आई फील वेरी हैप्पी. मुझे लगता है कि वो जो दुकानदार है ना वो मेरे बारे में बोल रहा होगा, बड़े साहब आए थे.
So one should not look for deals, discounts,
No.
negotiation, bargaining.
No.
There's some quick rapid fire questions then.
Sure.
We are in the last leg. तो बताइए आप, would you rather manifest 1 lakh every month forever or 1 crore in one shot?
1 lakh every month forever and keep multiplying that.
Okay, what is the fastest way to shift your money energy?
Give more, say thank you to money more.
First step for anyone who wants to attract money today.
Go with love, grow with love. Look at money as a friend. Treat money with respect.
Okay. Is gratitude more powerful than hard work for money?
Anytime.
One limiting belief about money everyone should drop.
Making money is difficult.
Does money come with more effort or with alignment?
Alignment.
Alignment.
What should I tell myself daily to attract money?
Making money is very easy.
I love making money.
I love making money.
I love spending money on my wife. I think वो भी अच्छा है.
That is very good.
For summer.
Do rich people really use the law of attraction?
Yes.
Yes. They may not know it, but yes.
Yes.
What's more important, saving money or attracting money?
Both.
Can money manifestations fail? If yes, why?
Yes.
Yes, if I'm not tuned to my money goals. If my comfort zone is not there.
And if you get too attached to it and keep thinking, kab hoga, kaise hoga,
Yeah.
yes, it does.
One money ritual you would recommend before sleeping?
I would sleep with feeling satisfied with as much money as I have right now tonight, as if this is the last night of my life and I'm the most satisfied man in my life. So I actually sleep with this manifestation. This is my specific affirmation that I would suggest everybody should do it. So before sleeping at night, I say, tonight is the most satisfying night of my life and I am right now the most happy and satisfied man in my life. And even if tonight would be the last night of my life, dear universe, I am whole and complete tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. Quickest manifestation story that you've seen?
Mine. No, seriously. I remember, okay, this is not about money, but I had had 3 breakups in my life and I had decided I'm done with relationships. I don't want to get into any relationship. But like any other person, everybody says that for a few months and then they're like, abhi kahan se laun dusra relationship, right? So I had read a book at that time called Selva Mind Control, which is the first manifestation book I read in my life. And I was in my house, I still remember the place. There was this basin and I was washing my face and I don't know what happened to me and I said, I'm ready. And I looked up and I said, universe, I'm ready for a life partner, give me one. And I just forgot about it. 2 days after that, I'm walking on the road and I see this hoarding of Dr. Sudhir Arora, mind control trainer. And I had this very strong feeling that I should attend this. I went and attended this next week and I met Indu.
She was there at the same
She was there
time.
and we had a date, and the first date, we knew that we are meant for each other. Like we just started having a relationship first day itself. People ask me, how do you make so much money? Because I learned so much. I don't believe today Curly Tails is where it is because you are only working hard. I am 100% sure you may not have told people, but you have some mentors. You have some people you've learned from. You have some people you look up to. Directly or indirectly, you've learned from them.
Yeah.
But that is why you are where you are. So if I would want to go higher than where I am right now, I need to first go to those people and learn from them first. If I'm not accessing those people, forget about growth. So number 1 strategy for entrepreneurs, learn. Invest money in learning and growing as a person. Mindset, skills, all the way.
Thank you so much to both of you. I think you guys are creating a lot of impact, changing a lot of lives, and I hope our conversation today has helped a lot of people. They join your class so that they understand the depth of what we just spoke today.
Thank you.